Salt marshes have both a good ecological and economic benefit. They serve such an important habitat for a lot of marine invertebrate species, and also they have a benefit for humans as well.
Sea level rise is accelerating and marshes aren't able to keep up with that increased rate, and so they're basically drowning in place.
We know it's not these other stressors. Other stressors have an impact, but it's accelerated sea level rise that's causing this widespread impact.
We don't have that much room to work with. Not only is our business directly affected because we're right on the water, but the whole coastal community of Charlestown is dependent on businesses like ours. Anything that would affect those is going to hurt all the businesses in town.
Marshes in our region are a key component of Narragansett Bay and the salt ponds ecology. The number of animals that rely on salt marshes for part of their life cycle is immense.
From the work we've done, we can tell that if we don't act, that we're likely to lose a large percentage of our marshes over time with accelerated sea level rise. And we see that evidenced by vegetation die-off and areas of the marsh that are turning to open water. And where marshes would like to move to higher elevations inland, they're being blocked by development and hardened structures that are along the shoreline and drowning in place.
I think because humans already have intervened and changed these habitats, and so they're no longer able to function as a self-sustaining ecosystem anymore, we should be the ones intervening to try to solve that problem.
We started looking at different adaptation efforts to address these degraded salt marshes. One technique is simply trying to drain some of the water off the marsh, digging shallow creeks, trying to give this water a chance to get off the marsh. Another technique, working with CRMC and U.S. Fish and Wildlife and other partners, we started considering about 5 years ago, is can we elevate the marsh? Can we bring sediment in from surrounding areas and literally build the elevation of the marsh?
We're actually fortifying the marshes with sediment, so placing sediment on the marsh surface to raise the elevation, to give it a little more elevation capital so that vegetation can take hold again.
People want to do something, and it empowers the community to take part and contribute to these restoration efforts. And then, of course, they understand the importance of it, and they can share that with members of their family and community members. This morning, I was out with a group of 49 kids on a salt marsh. Those are our future stewards. We have to teach the next generation to appreciate it and want to steward these resources.
Part of my agency's mandate is to protect coastal resources like these for the public, for the benefit of everyone. Personally, I feel really invested in this work. It's important that we're doing all we can and that we're relying on sound science in everything that we do.
These habitats, these marshes, this is where I hung out with my grandmother. She taught me about the plants. She was a big bird watcher, my father, my mom, and it's where I love to be. I've taken my kid on sick days out here. He loves being in a marsh. He said to me the other day, I'd rather be in a marsh in school. I don't blame him. And to think that my kids might not be able to share that with their kids, that's what keeps me up at night.
The projects that we're doing to help preserve what we have in this community are fantastic. What we do today is what our grandchildren are going to benefit from. It's not really what I'm going to benefit from. They're going to enjoy what we have here today, and hopefully we won't lose that.
I would just encourage people to find out about these projects and to get involved. If you recreate on the pond, whether you're fishing, boating, paddling, we need your support. So whether it's showing up to a town meeting or helping us to come plant marsh grasses after the restoration's been done, there are ways that you can be a part of this because they're your ponds too, and your support is needed.